This video is going to be kind of quick. I was doing some work and decided I should probably go ahead and do a video on it. This is for touch-up bluing using the Blue Wonder bluing kit. This is one of the easiest bluing kits. I like to use it for touching things up. It matches AK bluing really well. So what we're doing here is this is a 9mm AK-47 platform. It's called the Pac 9, and I've just threaded the barrel. And don't need to blue it, but we're going to go ahead and blue it anyway. So the first thing you want to do is get everything cleaned up, get all the oil off of it. I just use brake cleaner, and then I follow the brake cleaner up with some alcohol. So I've already cleaned it with brake cleaner, it's ready to go, and then you can use the alcohol to get any residue off. After you do that, you're going to need to heat up the area to 120 degrees about. 120 degrees is hot enough where it's warm to the touch, but it doesn't burn you. I use one of these things so I can keep track of it. Right now it's room temperature, about 70 degrees. You can just use a torch like this and heat it up, so that's what we're going to do. And then you're going to use the bluing solution here, the Wonder Blue. Shake it up real good, and then I like to put it on with Q-tips. You can also use rags. So yeah, let's heat this thing up and then get it on there. Doesn't take a whole lot, so just kind of go around your area and watch for the moisture and oil to dry up. You'll start to see the black metal changing colors, and that's the moisture or oil drying up. So we'll just go all around this thing. After we blue this, we're going to let the blue dry, and you can keep re-bluing it until it's as dark as you want it, and then we're going to put on a developer or an activating agent that's going to really darken it. So that should be good. Let's take a look here and see 113, 95. So let me go ahead and keep heating it up, and I'll come back. Alright, so we've got the barrel warmed up. It's a little bit hotter than I need it, but that way I can talk and let it cool off here for a second. So I'm going to go in with a big swab. Of course, you can use something small or even really small pieces of paper towel. But I need enough to get into the threads, so we're going to try this one first. This won't really destroy anything it gets on, so don't worry if you get a little bit too much. Also, what's pretty cool is it won't affect any surfaces that are already coated. So anything parkerized or blued, you don't have to worry about getting it on there. It won't mess anything up. So that's a really nice feature of this stuff. Also, I will say it'll change the color of parkerizing just a little bit. If you get it on something that's parkerized or anodized, if you get a lot of it on there and let it sit, you may notice that it changes the color slightly, and it'll make it a little bit lighter. On stuff that's blued, I notice it doesn't touch it at all. Mainly just on stuff that's anodized. So we'll get plenty of this all over here. And obviously it changed colors pretty quick. You can see it on the camera. Depending on the metal you're working on, it'll darken it at different rates. I'm going to go ahead and close this bottle up since I know we got plenty on this swab here, so all the air doesn't get to that. You don't want to get this bottle contaminated. You can keep re-dipping as long as you're positive you're working with a clean area. You don't want any oil or water to get in there. So once you get the area as dark as you want it, and this is fine for me, you're going to let this dry out a little bit, and then put on the developer. After the developer dries for 1 to 3 hours, you can put on their special oil that smells nice, or you can put on your regular go-to oil, like an engine oil or something like that. Now it does come with a gel cleaner that you can use. I guess if you're working with something really nasty, you could use this stuff. And you let it dry on there and then scrub it off. I haven't even opened it. the brake cleaner works great. So this is looking pretty dry. I'm going to go ahead and get the developer on it. The developer is just really like an oil, a super lightweight oil. I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but they do say not to use regular oils. The part could rust. So I'm not 100% sure what's in it, and I don't really care. So just make sure you coat the area really well with the developer. I'm just going to touch it around and make sure it does get into all the threads. And that's pretty much it. You do want to put the developer on while the part is still warm. So if it cools off too much, you may need to heat it back up. I'm not sure how much of a difference it's made. That's just the way I always do it. It turns out really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is going to apply differently for other bluing solutions. Let me see if I can give you a better look here. Yeah, there we go. You can see all the areas that got hot and the oil burned off, and then the areas that already have the oil. So this process turns out very nice. Hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching.